ajassarvēśvaraḥ siddhaḥ siddhiḥ sarvādirachyutaḥ vṛṣākapiramēyātmā sarvayōgavinissṛtaḥ.
Ajaha. Jaha means to be born. Janmadinam idam. All of us have a Janmadina. So Ja means to be born. When we add a to it, it becomes the opposite of it. Therefore, Aja means unborn. When does birth take place, or where does birth take place? Birth takes place in a place, in place and in time. Birth can happen only in place and in time. That is why to cast our horoscope, first they will say what time, what day, which place. So therefore, birth can happen in place and in time. Once birth happens, birth means change. Our condition was something else before, just before we were born into this world. Now our condition is different. There has been a change. Earlier we were in the womb, now we are out of the womb. Therefore changes happen to us. Once that starts, then it is triggered. A series of changes for us. Growth is there, modification is there, variation is there, changes are there. It goes on and on and on and on. Slowly decay starts happening. When we become senior citizens, disease starts coming in. Means wear and tear of all our equipment, the body, the mind and the intellect. Finally, death happens. All of them can happen only in space and time. Why? Because the starting point was in space and time. So everything else which comes after that also up till death happens only in space and time. That's why Krishna says, where birth is sure, death is sure. And when death is sure, because it happened in space and time, birth also is again sure. That also happens in space and time. Bhagavan is far removed from all these things. He is the one who created space. He is the one who created time. Gurudev used to say, time ka baap hai. He used to say, father of time. So the father is far removed from the child. Similarly, space and time are concepts that he has created. And where is space-time concept? Only in our intellect. When we are sleeping, deep sleep, there is no concept of space. There is no concept of time. Why? We have gone beyond the intellect. At least temporarily we have gone beyond. So the moment we get up in the morning, we have come back to the intellectual level. Then again we come back to the mental level, and of course at the body level for our activity. Sure, well, we are grounded in space-time world. Einstein's space-time world, relativistic world. Bhagavan is far removed from all these things. If this is a relativistic world, that is he is the absolute. Absolute means changeless. Changeless means he can't be born. Because birth means change. He can't be born. If he is not born, no growth for him, no modification for him, no variation for him, no decay, no disease, no death for him. So all the Krishna Jayanti and the Rama Jayanti which we are all doing is for our sakes. We have brought him to our level because we need a support. So at our level, and the Lord allows it. So in and through our Krishna Jayanti celebration, in and through all the festivals we are celebrating, we must slightly move beyond it and try to grasp the essence behind it, not just get stuck over there. So therefore, Aja means unborn. Therefore, when we say Aja over there, all these things negated in him. No birth, no growth, no disease, no decay, no change. Why? He is the absolute, the changeless. No death. So that is the meaning of Aja. He is the unborn. Well, unborn means he is not there at all. No, he is there. But he is not born like all of us. He doesn't fall under the space-time category, cause-effect, and into the cause-effect relationship. He doesn't fall under the category. Whereas we all fall into it. So he is Ajaha. Sarvēśvara, we'll stop at that. We've already done Ishvaraha. Earlier, now in the previous Sureshaha, same meaning over here. Sarvaka Ishvara. He is the Ishvara, the Lord. For what? Capital A, capital L, capital L, double underline. All means everything included. gross, subtle, external, internal, micro, macro, everything, seen, not seen, all 14 worlds and beyond that also, if there is anything. So all of that, the Lord is the master. He is the CEO of everything. Sarva Ishvara, Sarveshvaraḥ. Siddhaḥ. We always say Siddha Purushas. Who is a Siddha? It's a noun. So Siddha there means one who has accomplished everything within himself. He is the accomplished, ed at the end. There is nothing more for, once he is accomplished and fulfilled within himself, there is absolutely nothing that he needs to do to gain anything which he has not gained. He has already gained all that has to be gained. Why? Everything is within him. So there is nothing that he is lacking in or he is deficient of, and therefore he needs to work like any of us to fulfill himself. So there is, and also there is nothing which he needs. In the Gita, it's very beautifully the Lord says, Name Parthasti Kartavyam Trishu Lokeshu Kinchan. Hey Partha, in all the three worlds, there is nothing for me whatsoever to do. There is nothing for me to do, and therefore by means of doing that activity or undertaking that activity, I will gain something. Because he has gained all that he has to gain within himself. He is the most contented, the most satisfied, the accomplished, all capital letter we have to. So therefore, siddhaḥ, that's what it means. Yes, prasiddha also comes from that one. Siddha means one who has fulfilled himself. Whenever we add pra to it, it means completely, totally, he has fulfilled himself. And there is nothing whatsoever that he is lacking in. Siddha Purusha. Siddhi, the next word. As a consequence of that, he can give to us whatever siddhis we want. Siddhi means gains, profit, victory, whatever we want in our life. It can be materialistic or it can be spiritual also. Up to moksha he can give to us as a siddhi. So when we pursue our spiritual sadhana, or materialistically we are putting in our effort. Why? Because I want to gain this, I want to gain that. It can be anything. Wealth, it can be health, it can be. Ultimately, who gives it to us? The Siddha Purusha only gives it to us. The Lord gives it to us. Why? He has got it. What he has, he who has, he alone can give to us also. So Siddhi also can mean the karma phala, the result of the activities that we pursue. And the highest is our goal, mukti, moksha, ityadi. So Siddha and Siddhi go together. The best example of this is Hanumanji. In Hanuman Chalis, the Acharya has written over there, Ashta Siddhi he can give to us, Navanidhi he can give to us, and Rama Rasayana Tumare Pasa. So anything that we want in our lives, if we go to him, he can give it to us. Why? He is a Siddha Purusha. What all can he give to us? Navanidhi. The 9 types of wealth, materialistic wealth, sure, that which Kubera is supposed to be in charge of. Solid materialistic wealth, down to earth, our immovable property, movable property, what we want in our life, what we need in our lives. So Navanidhi he can give to us. Who? Hanumanji can give to us. Supposing we are not interested in materialistic wealth, but we want those supernatural powers to become light, to become heavy, to be sitting over here and reaching out to a faraway place, reading somebody's mind, all those things, Ashta Siddhis are there, supernatural powers. If we want them, well, he is a Siddha Purusha. He knows when to become small, he knows when to become big, he knows when to become heavy, he knows when to become light. He's got all those Ashta Siddhis within him. Who? Hanumanji. Therefore, he can give to us that also. I don't want materialistic wealth. I don't want supernatural powers. But I want the Lord and the Lord alone. Saguna or Nirguna. I want to see him. Ishvara Darshana. I want to see him face to face. I want to see him like me. In my own image, I want to see him. Or we desire mukti, moksha, and merge with him. For that we need the Lord's name. So Rama Nama, that Rama Nama is with him. Tumare pasa, that also he can give to us. What is it that he doesn't have? He's got everything, and therefore he can give it to us. So he is a Siddha Purusha, and he has got all the siddhis which he can give it to the seekers, to all of us. Therefore siddhaḥ, siddhiḥ, sarvādirachyutaḥ we have already gone through when we did bhūtādiḥ, jeshta. Sarva means all. He is the very beginning of everything. Before creation started in space and time, who was there? Lord alone was there. So he is the cause for everything. Does he have a cause? No. He is the uncaused cause of everything. Therefore, sarvādirachyutaḥ, so we are going through it a little faster. Achyutaḥ is the next one. This is the 100th nama. 1, 2, 3, 4 we have been doing. This is Sahasranama. We have arrived at the 100th nama of the Lord. Achyuta. চ্যুতি means to fall. চ্যুতি means imperfection. চ্যুতি means limitation, conditionings, something not okay. Achyuta means there is no fall for him at all. From where to where will he fall? When he is everywhere, higher altitude also he pervades, lower levels also he pervades. Therefore, for him, fall from where to where? He alone is there in equal measure, on top and below. So therefore, one who has never ever any fall is the meaning of Achyuta. It also means one who represents the state of absolute perfection. In him there is no imperfection at all whatsoever. Dasaru says very beautifully, Donku means irregularities. The sugar cane that we have in our hand has got irregularities. He calls it as imperfection. But the sweetness that is there in the sugar cane, does it have any imperfection? No. Similarly, the world of things and beings, where Nama, Rupa, Guna, Kriya is functioning. Names are there, forms are there, qualities are there, activity is there. Where all these are there, there will be imperfections. Because we human beings, we are all functioning through our three equipment, the body, the mind and the intellect. All of them belong to the realm of imperfection. The very fact that it is gross body. Even the mind and the intellect, though they are subtle, but they are not extremely subtle. So, ati sukshma, susukshma. When it comes to extreme subtlety, form disappears. So, mind and intellect, though we can't see, we say subtle matter, but still it is matter. So, where matter is, though it is subtle, it belongs to the realm of imperfection. Therefore, they say transcend the mind and the intellect. If we can go beyond the gross body, beyond the mind and the intellect, which constitute our subtle body, then we are in a realm of absolute perfection. There it is all unlimited, unconditioned. It is a state of total, it's a state of immortality. Mortal means condition, no conditionings. So that's the meaning of the word Achyuta. We call Lord Krishna by the name Achyuta. But what does Achyuta mean? Untouched by anything. Just as we are all now in the waking state, we are all untouched by yesterday's dream. Whatever the dream was that we dreamt. It may have been a good dream, it may have been a bad dream or a horrible dream, but still now we are untouched by it. So there is no fall as such for the waker in us with respect to whatever the dreamer did there. In the dream world, his dream experience, there we did something wrong. But here as a waker, there is no fall for me at all. I am not punished by the mistakes that I did in my dream. Then who would be punished? The dreamer will be punished for the dream mistakes that he did in the dream world. It's like that. So Achyuta is a very, very powerful, nama over there. The Namatraya, Astra Mantra, Om Achyutaya Namaha, Om Anantaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha. These three are very, very powerful. All are powerful. But these three together is called as Namatraya. Three. Traya means three. Astra. It was used as a weapon. By whom? By Devi herself. And this can be used as a mantra also by us. It's very, very powerful for all Adi and Vyadi, for all our physical and mental, intellectual ailments. So the first one is Achyuta. No shortcoming whatsoever at all. So I remember when one of the devoted disciple came to Gurudev and said, I have fallen. Maybe a little bit relaxation in the meditation or in the japa, whatever it is, slow down. Therefore he came and said, Gurudev, I have fallen. From what I was doing earlier, now I have fallen. Means I am not doing whatever I am supposed to be doing. Very nicely he said, fall. From where to where? For whom the fall? You can't fall anywhere. I mean, he was talking from the highest standpoint. You can't fall from anywhere because you are there everywhere. So then he came down to our level. He said, at the most, from where can you fall? You can fall from his shoulders onto his lap. So if you're all leaning onto the Lord's shoulder, and if at all there is a fall, from where to where did we fall? From the Lord's shoulders, we have fallen onto his lap. Still we are safe in his lap. Supposing we fall from his lap to his feet, at his feet, still we are safe because we are at his feet. No doubt we fell from his lap to. So therefore, from where to where can we fall? We can't, from the highest standpoint, we can't fall from anywhere to anywhere. We are very, very safe within him. Where can the fish fall? It is there in water. Whether it is on the top, very close to the surface, or whether it is deep down in the water, it's still in the water only. So there is no fall for the fish at all. It can't say I am falling down because it is in the medium of water. It survives in water. So therefore, Achyutaha, there is never ever fall for the Lord from what? From his real nature. We all have fallen from our own real nature. From the state of immortality, we have reached the level of mortality. Therefore, for us, as an individuality, as a Jivatma, yes, there is a fall. But from the highest standpoint, there is really no fall at all. And for him, there is no fall. From where to where will the Lord fall? So, Achyutaha, vṛṣākapihi. It's a complex word over there. We can split it to Vrisha and Kapi. Kapi means Kapi again means Ka plus P. Ka means Ananda, bliss. P means to drink in. Therefore, Kapi means one who is constantly drinking in the bliss or the Ananda. One who is reveling in Ananda or in bliss. Kapi. Vṛṣā means Dharma. Vṛṣā has got many meanings. One of the meaning is Dharma. So, vṛṣākapihi means one who is always well established, rooted in his own Dharma, in his own identity. What is his own Dharma mean? He is reveling or identified with his own true nature. We are all supposed to be of that nature, highest nature. Our true nature is Satchitananda. But right now we are not identified with that Satchit Ananda state, Paramatma state. We are all identified with the Jivatma state over here. But one who is always reveling in or identified with or rooted in his with his highest state, who is always associated with his own true inner nature. That own true inner nature is called as Dharma. When they say Sanatana Dharma, Sanatana means eternal, immortal Dharma. I belong to that. What does it mean? I belong to Sanatana Dharma. It means I belong to It is not even belonging to I am Sanatana Dharma. They say I am a Sanatani, I am a Sanatini. What does that mean? I am eternal. I am always reveling in my own true inner nature, which is of the nature of Satchitananda. That's what it means. So therefore vṛṣākapi means over here one who is always identified with Achyuta. He is always reveling in his own true being. He never ever identifies with anything else apart from his own nature, and therefore he is reveling in his own in Anand. So that is what vṛṣākapi means. Another meaning of this is Kapi means boar, B-O-A-R, Varaha Avatar of Bhagavan. So Dharma again means, and Vṛṣā means Dharma. So why did the Lord take on the Varaha Avatar, all avatars that Bhagavan has taken? Why did he take? In the 4th chapter he is telling us, when Dharma declines and when Adharma rises up, to maintain the balance, to reinstate back Dharma on its seat and to annihilate Adharma, I now and then come manifest myself, is what the Lord says in the 4th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So therefore all the avatars of the Lord, 10 of them are important, but in the Bhagavad there are more than 20 avatars of the Lord. Each of those avatars, if we go through it is only for reinstalling back Dharma to its pristine glory. When Adharma raises its hood and therefore Dharma relatively seems to have gone down or declined, the Lord has to come down. Avatarana means Avarona vis. Aroha means to go up. Avaroha means coming down. In music we use these words. So Avatarana means coming down. That Lord unmanifest comes down in manifest form. In our own image he comes. Why? For what? For re-establishing back Dharma and the adharmic forces to destroy them. So one of the avatars was the Varaha avatar. We won't go through the story part. So therefore vṛṣākapihi also means the Varaha avatar. Bhagavan took the whether it is Matsya avatara or Kurma avatara or Varaha or Narasimha avatara, it is all aligned to Dharma only. Every avatar is only for the sake of Dharma. So therefore here Kapi means Varaha. So the Lord has taken on the Varaha form for the sake of Dharma. That is one meaning. The first meaning is more very significant and suggestive to all of us. He who is always well established in his own true nature. And therefore he is, and what is his expression? His expression is only Ananda and Ananda and Anand. He is reveling in it. Therefore vṛṣākapihi. 𝐴𝐻𝐴tmā. 𝐴𝐻𝐴tmā means he who has become the many. The one Lord himself has become the many. What all has he become? He's become the things. He's become the beings. Not only has become human beings, he's there as Atman in all of us. He's there as the consciousness in all of us. It doesn't only mean the dynamic sentient beings, even the inert insentient things. He is the Atman of each one of them also. Because if we remove Bhagavan from the table and the chair and the book, they exist not. So therefore he the one has become the many. That's what this word 𝐴𝐻𝐴tmā means. Everything is in him and he is in everything. He says that in the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. And when we come to the 10th and the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, it's so beautiful. In the 10th one, Vibhuti Yoga, Arjuna wants to know, where all can I see the one in the many? Because the whole world, the moment we get up, it's a world of multiplicity and plurality for all of us. It's there. Everything so different from the other. Every being so different from the other. He wants to know, because Krishna, you said, I am the one in everything, or I have become the many. I want to know where all you are. in each and everything and in each and every being, so that I can connect with you there. So those are nothing but the Lord's own glory. So that's why we have the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna is pointing out to Arjuna. It's like he's taking him on a tour. Come outside, I'll show you where all I am. Where all you can see my presence. See, not with the physical eyes. You can experience me in everything and in every being. So he takes him almost on a tour over there, and Lord shows to Arjuna the one in the many. Starting from the cosmos onward, the cosmic celestial spheres, the cosmic phenomenal forces, the wind, the water, the sun, the moon, the stars, everything is covered over there. He comes to the immobile thing, mountains. Amongst the immovable, I am the Himalaya, he says. The flowing, amongst the waters, flowing waters, I am Ganga. Not that he is not there in the other rivers. In every river, he alone is. But one is, he points out one of them. Why? It has got a speciality. When we do the 10th chapter, we take up the speciality of each one of them, which Krishna is mentioning. What about the standing water, the lakes and the tank? The biggest tank I am, the ocean. So everything is covered over there. The mineral kingdom is covered, the plant kingdom is covered, the animal kingdom is covered. Among the animals, I am the lion, he says, the king of the jungle. Among the trees, I am the Ashwatha Vriksha. Everything. Amongst the hooded snakes, I am amongst the non-hooded ones. Everything the Lord takes up over there. Amongst the Devatas, amongst the Rishis, who he is. Amongst those who wield the weapons, who he is. Everything is covered over there. Beautiful it is. The 10th chapter. That is 𝐴𝐻𝐴yātmā. The one Lord in the many. One in the many. Arjuna gets a glimpse of that. Even that is very difficult for us, but it's relatively easier. Then Arjuna says, if you, the one, is there in the many, Krishna, is it possible for me to see the many in the one? He asks over there. In the one country, I can see so many states. I am able to appreciate it. This state, that state, right from north to south, east to west. We have all the different states, and then the variety over there. But what is it? All our nationality is Indian only. So the one country, Bharat, I can see in every state. So Mother India, Ma Bharati can come and say, I alone am each and every state. She identifies with it. I am Kashmir, I am Gujarat, I am Madhya Pradesh, I am Bengal, I am Maharashtra, I am Karnataka, I am Kerala, I am Tamil Nadu, all the states. The one in the many. Then we can ask her, if you, the one, are in the many, can I see the many in you? We need a bigger, larger vision for that. If that larger vision is not there, then only fights will start. So much so that we don't even like the food that she eats. Why? She belongs to a different state. But if we can expand ourselves a little and give accommodation to everything, so expansion, then we can see the many in the one. How to see the many in the one? We have to rise up. So supposing we can go in a plane and then look down. Supposing we can. In our entire country, the boundaries, we can see all the states. So from our level, yes, we are able to appreciate the one in the many. But from a higher vision, higher level, when we look down, we can see all the many in the one. Every state is sitting in that map over there. For that little more, we have to move ahead. Spiritually, even more. So that is why the Vishwarupa Darshana comes, 11th chapter comes after the 10th chapter. First of all, we must make the 10th chapter become a possibility in us. Only then 11th chapter can happen in us. So 10th is one in the many, and 11th is to see the many in the one. It's not easy for us to see that vision. So 𝐴𝐻𝐴yātmā, includes and incorporates both of them over. He, the one who has become the many. If he, the one himself, has become the many, so all are his manifestations only. So if he, the one, has become so many things, can we see all the so many things in him? It is possible for us. That is called Ishvara Darshana. So therefore, 𝐴𝐻𝐻 sarvayōgavinissṛtaḥ. Again, it has got two meanings over here. Sarva, simple meaning. Sarva means all. Yoga means to connect with, to join with. It comes from the word yuj, to connect with, to unite with, to attach with. So, sarva yoga, they mean connected to all, joined with all. The next word, vinissṛtaḥ, means opposite of that, to be free from. So, what all we are connected with, we are attached with, sarva yoga. I am attached to this, I am connected to this, our family members, our friends, our wealth, our house. We are bound to so many things, attached to so many things. Sarva yoga only we are all. We are connected with the realm of change. We are attached to the realm of change. Realm of change means samsara. So perfect connection or contact is there for all of us with respect to the realm of change or samsara. To be free from that. Vinissṛtaḥ means to be completely detached from all our attachments. Lord alone is possible. It's possible for him. And of course, for all our acharyas, masters, Jivan Muktas, they are all sarvayōgavinissṛtaḥ. They're completely, they may be functioning, they may be with us, they may be working for our welfare, for our well-being, running institutions, everything going on, working 20 hours out of the 24 hours, but they're completely vinissṛtaḥ, detached from getting attached to all that is there around and about them. That's the meaning of sarvayōgavinissṛtaḥ. One who is totally free from attaching himself to everything that can be attached to, that we can attach ourselves to. That's the difference between us and a master. That's the difference between us and the Lord. This is again very beautifully given out in the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. When Bhagavan says over there, he defines what yoga is over there. So what is, he says it's a detachment from all your attachments. So what is yoga? Krishna defines over there. He says dukkha samyoga viyoga is the word used. Words used over there. Dukkha samyoga viyoga is yoga, is what Krishna tells Arjuna in the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So dukkha yoga means we know attachment. Samyoga, sam means completely, fully attached to. Samyoga means completely, sarva yoga it means. Completely, totally identified with, attached to what? Dukkha. So we are all dukkha samyogis. Dukkha doesn't mean only grief and worry. Dukkha stands for the realm of samsara. Dukkha stands for the realm of change. So we are all well attached to, well identified with, we are all grounded in samsara. So we are all dukkha samyogis. So from this dukkha samyoga, its viyoga must happen. Yoga means attachment. Viyoga means cut it off. So to do viyoga from our dukkha samyoga is yoga, is what Krishna said. So anything that we do, physically, mentally, intellectually, inside the house, outside the house, in the temple or in the kitchen, it doesn't matter where. Whatever we are doing at all our personality levels, physical, mental and intellectual, wherein we are trying to disconnect ourselves from, disengage ourselves from, detach from, all that we are now, right now connected to, attached to, is yoga. Yoga is not only sitting down over there on the yoga mat, or only sitting down and doing japa or meditation, or doing our puja, daily puja. Anything which we do, by means of which, at all levels, body, mind, intellect, wherever. So any place, any time, any situation, wherever we be, with all, at all levels of our personality, whatever we are doing, which will help us to detach ourselves from whatever we are right now attached to, Krishna calls that as yoga. That's what sarvayōgavinissṛtaḥ means. Also, there is another meaning to this. Sarvayōgavinissṛtaḥ means, for all of us, yes, we need a yoga. We need a path to reach out to Him. Because we are in dukkha samyoga. So for all of us who are in dukkha samyoga, we need a path, a yoga. We need to connect with something. It can be bhakti, it can be karma, it can be jnana, it can be dhyana. Any of those paths we take on to help us to get release from, to declutch ourselves from this dukkha samyoga. But once we reach Him, who is He? He is Yogeshwara. He is beyond all of this. To reach Him, yes, we need yoga. But once we have reached Him, in Him there is no yoga at all. He is the Lord of everything. So that is also one of the meanings of sarvayōgavinissṛtaḥ. He is beyond all yoga because He need not have to do anything. For Him, where is detachment, where is attachment? Neither there is attachment for Him, neither there is detachment for Him. Neither there is yoga for Him, nor there is ayoga for Him. He is beyond yoga and ayoga. But to reach Him, yes, we need to do yoga from all that we have right now got attached to. That is why He is called as Yogeshwara. He is the Lord of all yogas. He is a master of all of them. He is not bound or compelled to pursue the path of any yoga. He is beyond all yogas. All yogas rise from Him. He is the master of all yoga. That is why Yogeshwara Krishna. So Sarvayōgavinissṛtaḥ.